welcome back to the Ohio Farm Life. So it is the next night after we baled and planted corn. It's Sunday the 16th of May right now. I got up this morning and we started real early on wrapping that hay we baled last night. And then I went and had a custom baling job. I went and got that raked up, and then had a church thing, and we got DJ moved over here to one of my uncle's farms, and he's been planting here all day. I just took over for him. I just got done getting that custom job baled, and so I'm gonna finish it out here. I've got 25 acres left, and they're nice long runs, so it shouldn't take too long. I'm hoping to be maybe done by 11 tonight. The last two nights it's been close to 3 by the time I've gotten to bed, and been getting started pretty early, so it'd be nice to get home a little bit earlier. So we're over here around Quincy, Ohio. This farm, we're on a tile line right now. It was just tiled this spring. It's definitely really nice planting conditions. There's good moisture, but it's not too dry. We are making some dust. This tractor was real shiny a couple weeks ago, but not so much anymore. We're planting a Pioneer variety here. I mean, this is my uncle's. It's a PO 574, I think is what it is. We had that variety last year, and I really like that variety. So we'll see if the Rupp seed that we bought this year will compare to it, but it will be interesting to see. We're gonna get this knocked out real quick, and we'll see what happens next. Hey guys, it's the next day now. It's actually 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so didn't talk much last night because I had a headache because I hadn't slept much for the past 3 days. And so we got done over there at my uncle's farm over towards Quincy, and then we went to the high school where I went, and we take care of the FFA ground. They got 50 acres there, so we planted that this morning, and that was good, easy running. Fill up once, and they chose not to use a starter fertilizer, so took the chain off the pump and just planted that. So that went pretty quick, and just got moved and filled up, and we're over here at my uncle's home farm now, outlining our first field. He just was here, and he got fueled up too with the 8320 and bean planter, and he's going to one of our farms that we got together, I think, to put a box of beans in the seed tender. And we tried some Stein soybeans this year that our chemical salesman talked us into trying, and so far we haven't planted them yet, and we're already not too impressed. So we opened the bottom of the Pro box, and they just sat there. They didn't flow out. So we only dumped one box in the tender. I don't know if you can see him. He's going up right there in the distance. But we only dumped one box in the tender, and we're going to see how they flow through the planter before we dump any more. We've only got 2 boxes of them to try, but hopefully the auger on the tender, I think it's just the treatment that's sticky on them, but we're hoping the auger on the tender will bust up any clumps and kind of loosen them up, and they'll go through fine. But we shall see. Conditions are really nice for planting, except we got these low areas here that are they still hold a little bit of water. The other field on the other side of this driveway is pretty wet too. We're actually going to raise up so we don't mud the planter up. But I don't know if we've kind of made up our mind that we're not going to wait on them. My goal is, I like to always be done planting by Memorial Day, or at least have the corn in. But we'll see how that goes. They talked thunderstorms today, and we haven't got anything yet. I actually got up at 6 this morning and go get ready to plant there at the school, and I left this over at Quincy. got up and looked at the radar and it said rain in a half hour, so I dozed back up and caught up on some sleep for a little bit, and then got up about a half hour later and they took all the rain out, so we got going then. But it's been cloudy all day, like it could rain to the west. Yeah. Trying to run about 5 mile an hour. It's precision planning. I keep dropping my GPS signal on it every once in a while, so up here I've got to put in a simulated speed and a 5 mile an hour, and then that will give me my accurate population, or close to accurate, if I'm telling the computer I'm going 5 mile an hour. But if I go slower, it shows a really low population. So I don't know why we're dropping signal so much. It never used to do that. I'd actually there's some goodies I'd like to put on our corn planter, but it's kind of one of those, I don't know where to start and stop on this planter, and when it just makes more sense to look for a different one down the road. But I'm as goofy shaped as some of our fields are. I'm a huge fan of row clutches, wanting to get them anyways. Well, we're not filling right now. Well, it's raining on us. I run in real quick and I grabbed the pump off the Uncle's sprayer trailer. So I tried tying the new knot on that cord, but it's shot. So I think I told you guys in an earlier video that was bad and that I needed to do it the next rainy day. And that 2 weeks rain we just had, I forgotten about. So it's kind of frustrating. Starting to think I'm not going to get this field done. I need to put seed in it. I didn't do it when I had fertilizer. I moved some around because I didn't really want to have the seed boxes open in the rain. And now it's not raining hard, but it's just enough that it's thinking about doing it. It's probably going to start doing it again. The drive wheel out there on the right end of the planter, which would be the left, you guys are seeing, it likes to slip. It's tight, the springs are set right, but that tire's right next to the drive tire's right next to the row unit, so I think row unit throws dirt in front of it, it sticks to that, and then it gets on that little wheel, and then it just makes mud and it starts slipping, and then our singulation goes to shit on half the planter, and it's not muddy though, it's not sticking the row units yet. I've got 2 rounds to do, and I don't think I'm going to make it, and it looks like it's getting light now, so It may be. This just stops me for an hour, but if we make it back and doesn't look like it's raining, I'll put seed in it for the tree. And we're out of seed. We got seed in and it's not raining anymore, and it's rolling pretty good now. Mom just dropped off some dinner here at the field, and think back, actually this field is the first field my dad let me plant corn in on my own. Basically, we got the planter down here filled up, he turned me loose on it, and that was 4 years ago. It was the morning I graduated high school. I planted this field and then went to my graduation ceremony, and it was kind of raining like this that morning, and I was eating McDonald's for lunch. There's a lot of similarities to 4 years ago. Morning. Ended up going home last night, got this field done, and on the end of the planter I got two wheels that touch and they drive. When I was on my overlap on my last pass, it didn't matter because that side of the planter was overlapping, but the planter was picking up the loose dirt from what I already planted and getting mud on the tires. And my drive wheels was slipping, so it was just about dark, so I parked it, and my uncle was quitting with the bean planter, and then that pull cord broke on the pump, so after my mom dropped dinner off, she run back up to Tractor Supply to pick one up for us, so it was just a sign it was time to quit for the night. So I figured it was going to rain overnight, but it didn't, and it's actually sunny right now. So we're going to head back to there's I think it's like 54 acres on the east end of my uncle's farm. I believe I can get there without folding up, so we're going to head back there. I'm still full of seed and fertilizer from last night, so we're good to go right away. We just got her full of fertilizer. We're gonna get some seed out here to it, and should finish up back there in the back. Don't have a whole lot of boxes of beans left. Still got a few skids of corn here, and then we got our corn still at the shop. Left of this 306 number, so we'll put it 6 rows, and then we're switching back to the 574 number for the remainder of this farm, so we'll fill the other 6 with that 574. Still back here, we're just about done with this field, rolling along, and it's kind of interesting because the left half of my planter, so from my finger left, has got the number we've been running in it, and it's singulating a little better than the right half. So good. You can see how we've got all green bars there, and we got a red one, and you can definitely tell there's 2 different varieties by that chart there on the bottom. I've said it before that normally when we don't pioneer in this planter, our stimulation falls off a little bit, and we gotta take its toll. I was saying, when we dump Pioneer in here, our singulation always drops off. I don't know why it does it, but we even had our meters. We take our meters out every year and have them checked and calibrated. We've taken them the seed that we're going to plant Pioneer to put through their machine, and it still falls off on it. So we've not been able to figure that out yet. The 306 number that we've been planting here has surprised me a little bit, because it's been doing pretty good on the singulating. But then we dumped those 6 bags of 574 in the other 6, and they're starting to act like what I'm used to seeing out of it. We're gonna go ahead and, I'm a little far away, pump our fertilizer off the trailer onto the planter, and then take this and refill it, because Mom said she's got dinner. I gotta go by her house to get to it anyways. But we'll go that way. There's the bean planter. He had to stop for a while for semi troubles. Steve's hauling soybeans right now. I guess the semi quit on him. Out here, last couple rounds at my uncle's farm, and this one will be done. And we are climbing the hills out here. We've got this bottom out here that there's water in it in one spot, and it's been too soft to do anything with. And he said to go ahead and plant it. He's not going to wait on it, so I think this pass will be able to just leave the planter in the ground and go on through it. I did over along the woods when I outlined the field, so we'll find out if our drive tires start slipping. It's usually the right one that slips, and it's going to be in the drier spot. I think we're good to go. Our singulation didn't drop off too much. This little field of my uncle's that we pulled in, we call the Devil's Triangle, because other than this hill, that's all pretty soft down in there, so I don't imagine we'll get stuck, but wouldn't put it past this field. If we were going to get stuck, this would be one of the places. Knock this out real quick. I come here and then we got another one to do through the tree line. It's not bad. But come here first because I'm close to being empty on fertilizer and seed, so I want to hit it when I'm a little bit lighter. Well guys, I got done at my uncle's farm and I come up here towards Bell Fountain and did the 12-acre field, and we got 50 at this farm, but I'm quitting for the night because the bolt come out of my air conditioner pump, so I don't have any air conditioning right now. It's warm in here. So I gotta bring some stuff up to fix that in the morning and we'll get started again. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.